Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, hello, my name is Mika. Thank you so much for stopping in. So today I want to give you all 15 tips on self-care, or how to give yourself self-care or self-love, however you want to look at it. Just taking time for yourself. So my 15 tips just come from what I do for myself, or at least what I aim to do. You definitely can add to it or take away from it. You know, if you feel like it's something that won't work for you, that's fine. These are just my 15 tips. They're not in any particular order. You can do them in whichever order you like. Write them down in whichever order you like. Just take from it what you feel will work best for you, and just enjoy the video. So let's go ahead and get started. So my number one tip is to take care of your body holistically. You want to make sure that you're taking care of your outer body, of course, your skin, your hair, your nails, your oral hygiene, everything about you, but also make sure that you're taking care of yourself internally. Make sure you're taking care of your spirit, your soul, and that you're being cautious of what you're feeding yourself and what you're feeding your soul, because those are going to ultimately become what you are. If you're feeding yourself all kinds of negative things, or you're not taking care of yourself and appreciating the skin that you're in, you're not taking care of it, you know, in the end, you're not going to feel beautiful. You're not going to feel attractive. You're not going to feel happy. You're not going to feel loved. So that is number one for me. Just take care of yourself entirely, inside and out. My second tip is to be careful what you're feeding your mind. So that ties into my first tip. What you feed your mind is what you're going to ultimately think or believe or desire. So if you're feeding yourself all kinds of horror movies, negative things, you know, people talking about racism and all that kind of stuff, you're feeding yourself things about heartbreak, and it's just going to make you sad. And if you're trying to give yourself some self-love, trying to care for yourself some, honey, give yourself some self-love, and make sure that you're watching things that encourages you. Watch things that feed your spirit, or think about things that feed you, that makes you feel happy, feel light, feel stress-free. My third tip is to pray if you are a believer, or meditate if you believe in meditation. I know some people don't believe in meditation, so if you believe in meditation, or just spend time alone, quality time alone. So if you believe in praying, you believe in a higher power, take that time, take some time and have some one-on-one conversations with God, with Jesus. Just sit and just let it be you and them. If you don't believe in that and you just believe in meditation, meditate. Have that time to just sit in silence, you know, just kind of zone in on what's going on for yourself, or what's going on with yourself at this point in life. Not last year, not what is going to happen, but in that moment. Just be in that moment with yourself. Or if you just prefer to just take time alone, just do that. But still, you know, while you're taking that time alone, making sure that you're doing things or thinking of things that can help uplift your spirit, because that's what self-care is all about. You doing the work that you need to do in order to help you to feel better, to come out of sadness or depression or anger, just to be in a better place, a better space, you know, where nobody has to do that for you. You actually can do it for yourself. So that's my third tip. My fourth tip is to listen to music. I think almost everybody loves music. I obviously don't have the statistics on that, or the proof to say that this amount of people out of this amount of people love music, but I think that music is it's a wonderful way to zone in. You can listen to, there's pretty much music for every emotion that you have. If you're angry, if you're happy, if you're sad, there is some music out there that you can relate to. And there's also music out there that may take you out of the place that you're in at the moment and help you get into a better space. So I think music is a really good option if you're just, you know, doing that alone time. listen to some good music, maybe have your glass of wine. If you don't drink, that's okay. I mean, have your favorite snack. Just do something. Listen to music. Listen to the words that are being sung. Listen to the instruments that are being played. And it's so relaxing. So I think that's a good way to give yourself that self-care and to just focus on yourself. My fifth tip is to not allow anybody to drain you. Oh my goodness, I feel like that is one of the hardest things, but it's one of the most important things for us to do. It's so hard not to not let people get underneath your skin. It's hard not to let what somebody else's thoughts are affect you. But this self-care and self-love is going to require you. It's going to require that you stop allowing that type of energy into your circle. You don't have to deal with that. And don't deal with it, because it's not going to matter. All that matters is what you think about yourself, what you feel about yourself, what you feel about where you're at right now in life and what you're doing. Don't allow what nobody else says or what they think you should be doing or criticizing you, whatever it is. Don't allow that to affect your everyday moment, especially your self-care. When you need to set aside a day that you do the self-care. So in that self-care time, that self-love time, absolutely not. Do not let anybody's words, any bad thoughts that someone else had put into your mind from earlier in the week, don't allow it to creep back up in your moment. That's your moment for you. It's self-love, self-care. Tip number 6 is to get adequate rest. I know in the world that we're living in, especially a lot of us parents, we're back in school, or we have young kids, or whatever the circumstances are. You're married, you're in a relationship. It's something that you're doing for somebody else. And when you're doing for somebody else and still trying to do the things that you need to do in life, it drains you. You get to the point where you're operating off of 4 or 5 hours of sleep, and that's not healthy. And eventually it's going to catch up with you, and it's going to lower your self-esteem, and it's going to take away from you being able to fully function and fully live up to your fullest potential and to enjoy the days as you have them, because our days are numbered. So it's very important that you take this time to zone in on yourself, and I think that every day you should try to you need to get adequate rest, 8 hours or more. But I understand that's not realistic for some people. So at least take 1 or 2 days throughout the week that you focus on definitely trying to get the rest that you need to keep your skin glowing, keep yourself looking good, and just feel good in the moment and not ran down and drained. Remember, our days are numbered, so you want to make sure you live every day to its fullest potential, and that you're happy as many of those days as you can be. Okay, tip number 7, drink your water. Definitely do this. I know that so many people, they hate water. I don't know why you guys hate water. Water is good. I like water. I mean, certain brands of water, but I like water. So I feel like, change your mindset about water. If you got to add a lemon, some lime, some water flavors, do something, but make sure you're getting that water, and make sure you're also eating your greens, eating healthy, eat some fish, eat some things that's not so heavy and hard to digest. And I promise you change it for just a week of trying to incorporate healthier eating and drinking your water, a lot of water every day. I guarantee you're going to feel so much better. Your skin's going to start glowing. You're going to just feel more energized. And that's self-love. That's self-care, because nobody's going to make sure that you're eating good and taking care of yourself but you. So if you're doing it for yourself, easy way to give yourself some self-love. So my 8th tip is to read a book. If you don't like to read, they have audiobooks. If you don't like that, then watch some good TV shows like the videos we're watching right now. It's motivational. Watch you some inspirational videos. Watch other YouTube videos that give motivational advice. Or watch something you can learn from. The Discovery Channel, something that's going to feed your spirit, feed your mind, and just help you to grow. Knowledge is power. So you get you some knowledge, whether it's personal or you just want to learn something about something that's going on in the world. That's good self-care for you right there. Knowledge is power. Remember that. So going on to tip number 9, give yourself daily affirmations. This is not easy, especially when you're feeling down. Maybe you just had a bad day, or you're stressed out dealing with family or friends, or time of the month for us ladies, or you're arguing with your spouse, your significant other. Something it's gonna make you feel drained, and you're gonna forget that you still deserve that love. You still deserve to hear positive things, and you shouldn't have to go around waiting for somebody else outside of yourself to tell you, oh, you're beautiful, or you're smart, or you're doing a great job. You need to make sure that when you get up in the morning, what I do first is I'll get up in the morning and I thank God before my feet hit the floor. But everybody doesn't believe, and so that's okay. But that's what I do first. But once I go to the bathroom, get myself ready, wash my face and brush my teeth and stuff, I make sure I look myself in the mirror, and I tell myself that I'm beautiful, I'm going to have a good day, and I could do anything I set my mind to. It's just a daily reminder that you are so much greater than what you think, what your mind thinks. You have so much potential, but you have to tell yourself that. You don't need to listen to nobody else. You don't have to wait for somebody to come along and say, I think you're great, I think you have good potential. Because it means more when it comes from you, because it's sincere, because you know it and you're going to believe it, and you know that what you're saying, the words that's coming out your mouth and what you're hearing is the truth. It's not somebody just trying to tell you just anything to be nice. You're not questioning it because it's coming from you. You get my point? So daily self-affirmations. That's some good self-love for you. Tip number 10. This one I struggle with a lot, but I try to do it. But I think, we all should practice working out. Working out, you could dance, you can go for a walk, you can go swimming, do something to get your body in motion. Again, it's going to make you feel so good. It's going to help you to relax. It's going to just help your focus be on you. You're doing something for you. And I think that sometimes we forget that the greatest pleasures, the greatest blessings, the greatest moments come from things that we do for ourselves. When we accomplish things personally, or when we just do something nice for ourselves, we feel so much better than when other people do it for us. We think we feel better when other people do it, but if you really take the time and you practice this self-love and self-care, and you give yourself that love, you're doing stuff for yourself, it feels so much greater because it's sincere. Even if other people are sincere, for a fact it's sincere because it's coming from you, and it may be something that you wanted, and when you're able to give it to yourself, it's amazing. Tip number 11 is to ask for help when you need it. Stop telling yourself that you're strong. Stop telling yourself that you don't need nobody else, because we're all here for somebody else. At the end of the day, God created us to be helpers for somebody else. Even when you have kids, you're a parent to somebody else, and you have to parent that child. When you're in a relationship or you're married, you're a spouse to that other person, and it's your job to help lead them and follow them and make sure that you guys are, meshing in a positive way to get to the goals that you need to get through in life, to help each other reach your goals, to help each other's spiritual relationships grow. Whatever it is, you guys have a purpose when you put together. So if that's the truth, where we're all here for somebody else, then why do you think you can't ask somebody for help? Sometimes you need help. And that was one of my biggest flaws. I struggled with putting down the cape. I struggled with that really, really bad. I felt like I needed to be all that I needed. I felt like I needed to be able to just take care of my home on my own, take care of my daughter on my own. And but after a while, it catches up with you. And when that happens, you do get to a point where you start to break down. So it's very important that it's okay if you need the help, you need some guidance, you need someone to just listen. Don't be afraid to ask for what you need. Don't be afraid to ask for help. We all need it. Nobody's going to look at you. They shouldn't look at you like something's wrong with you. It should be something that's given, especially if people care about you. So don't be afraid to ask for help. Number 12, do something that you enjoy. I don't care what it is. I don't care what people say. I don't care what your friends say. I don't care what your spouse says. I don't care what your kids think. If you like to do it, do it. If you are 50 years old and you still like to go to the zoo, take yourself to the zoo at least once a month or once every few months or whatever you can afford. Take yourself to the zoo. That's something for you. That's self-care and self-love and just self-reflection, like bringing yourself back to your reality of what you are needing in the moment, what you enjoy doing, not what everybody else care about doing. It's about you. Remember, we are the people we spend our entire lives with from birth until death. We're the only people that we spend forever with. So why not allow ourselves to make ourselves happy? Stop trying to make everybody else happy. Make yourself happy once in a while. So definitely do that. Do something you enjoy. If you just want to go get you a hot coffee from Starbucks, I love Starbucks, but if you love Starbucks too, go get you a Starbucks. Self-love, and you'll appreciate it. You'll start to appreciate yourself just doing simple things like that. Number 13, go outside and enjoy nature. Go outside and enjoy nature. That's free. You paying $50 to go to a concert or $20 to go somewhere and eat, but you don't want to go outside and just get what God gave us for free. Something that's when the sun shines on our skin and we're getting that vitamin D and we're just enjoying nature. You know, the natural music from the animals and the trees, and give yourself that. I promise, especially on sunny days, I love to go outside. I love being in nature because it truly does help you. Like, it's almost like you're having a bad day, you're angry or upset, and you step outside into that nature and it just feels so relaxing. So do that for yourself sometimes. Take yourself outside, and again, you can read a book outside. You can listen to some music outside. It works, I'm telling you. So just try it, enjoy it, and don't listen to what nobody else says. You don't need nobody to go with you. If you want to go and nobody else wants to go, that's fine. You go and you're going to have a good time. And I promise you, you're going to appreciate yourself. Tip number 14 is to buy yourself something nice. Once in a while, once every week or once every 2 weeks, buy yourself something simple. It could be, like I said, a Starbucks coffee, or buy yourself a flower. I love flowers. I buy myself flowers sometimes. Buy yourself some flowers. Buy yourself something for Amazon. I know you all love Amazon. We all love Amazon. So buy yourself something for there. Buy yourself some lunch. Something, just treat yourself. The same way that you would want somebody to love on you, do it for you. Do it for yourself. Because people are going to see you doing that for yourself, and they're like, okay. Then they're going to know how to treat you because you know how to treat you. So something to keep in mind, especially for my singles out there. So make sure that you're treating yourself, once a week, once every 2 weeks. Give yourself that self-love and that self-care, doing something that you like for yourself, and appreciate yourself. And then my 15th tip is to stop worrying about what other people have to say. That's simple. When you clear your mind of all those negative thoughts and all the horrible things that's going on in the world, you open your mind up. You open so much space in your mind up to more positive things where you can, with affirmation, that positive self affirmations come in. You telling yourself all those positive things. That's where that can fill those empty sockets of, where once was filled with negativity or negative thoughts of other people. Now you can fill it with your own self affirmations. So y'all let me know what y'all think. Definitely share your comments in the comment box below. Add to it. I hope you guys can benefit from using some of my 15 tips. And if you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and share my video if you like. And we'll talk next time. Bye.